Yes, my beautiful people. My name is Cider Boss, aka the Big Dog, the Big Hoop, one man campaign marathon. So we're gonna be having our first episode named tagged What is One Man Campaign Marathon? So One Man Campaign Marathon, it is a program that I initiated whereby I run from city to city. For instance, I might cover 584 kilometers, 262 kilometers. I might also sometimes cover 870 kilometers like this one you're seeing, Victoria Falls to Harare. So we're going to be dealing with some topics here. You are welcome to Zimbabwe and we are open for business, no to domestic violence, no to drug and substance abuse, road safety awareness, including many others. So today we're going to talk about domestic violence. What is domestic violence? Domestic violence is whereby a person have a tendency of implying or imposing or hurting other people, whether verbally, physically, emotionally, etc. So, what are we saying? In domestic violence, these are the things that happen within where we stay. It might be between partners, family members, or other people. So, we are saying when we have a problem, let's solve it amicably, without fighting, without hurting each other, without killing each other. Next step is what are the causes of domestic violence? There are many indeed, but I'm going to just mention a few. Usually, domestic violence is caused by small misunderstandings that tend to big arguments, and those arguments then they end up in fights and probably physical altercations and a whole lot of stuff. And as we are still there, alcohol also takes a bigger part and a bigger role in domestic violence. I'm not saying alcohol is bad, but sometimes when you're under the influence of alcohol, it's difficult for you to calculate arguments or to judge whether is this a positive thing or it's a negative thing. Also, drug and substance abuse takes part in most of the cases of domestic violence. Now, we move on to how to avoid domestic violence. So, these are just basic things that I'm telling you, but you can also research and read other books to get more information. When you are having a misunderstanding, before it turns to an argument, try by all means to avoid entering to the level of now disagreeing. You can have a discussion, a dialogue, amicable, without going to a major argument, right? When you see you are now in a situation of an argument, it's already heated up. Try by all means to lower your voices. Both parts, whether it's the man or it's the woman or it's anybody involved, relax, try to breathe in and breathe out. Try to calm down. Take out all the emotions, all the beef and everything, and all the judgmental perspective, probably thoughts. Let's sit down, let's talk about it. Now we're in an argument. So now, as the argument goes, as you are talking and discussing, it will reduce the level of people now becoming physical, hitting each other, and beating up each other. So now, when you're having a discussion, try by all means to use the proper tone, number one, and number two, proper words. Words and tone are very important in an argument because one word can cause a fight. And even sometimes the tone, the more you raise the tone, the more you are making the argument more heated and it becomes problematic and beyond control. So those are some of the things that we can avoid domestic violence. As a family, avoid gossips. Sit down. If you heard something from somebody, come, let's sit, let's talk about it and solve it amicably without fighting. Right. Let's talk about this issue whereby you find your partner probably cheating or you got your partner red-handed. The first thing that you need to do is you gotta think about your future before you act up. Don't act according to what you see because the moment you do that, most of the people they end up landing in jail. So what you do is breathe in, breathe out. As much as there is a problem, it's better for you to move away and stay away from trouble. You better leave the trouble alone if you are not in a sense of discussing or talking, if you're not in the mode of talking, because what's going to happen there is disastrous. Whatever decision you're going to take there is going to be horrific and it's going to land you in a very bad place. So when you find out, for instance, you just got home, you found out, found your partner with somebody else, probably in your bed. You know what I advise you? Move away for a while. When you see now you're down or you've calmed down, then you can come back and sort out your situations. If you think maybe there's another place or somebody else you can go and talk to so that you can relieve the stress, do that exactly. It's going to help you. Never think of suicidal missions or think of taking out your life. Just relax and focus at that particular moment. But if you see you're in a good position to talk to the people, you can also solve that issue amicably by discussing and understanding what caused the situation to be at that point. So those are some of the things that happen in domestic violence. And also the other thing is when you are in a family meeting, probably you guys are drinking and having fun. You might be in a club also. Just know the limit. You know what? I'm high. Let me get out of this place. If somebody comes to you, they start trouble, try by all means to cut down the story short and not to be involved in fights and other things because one simple mistake can land you in a hospital. One simple mistake can make you to lose one of your body parts. It might be an eye, it might be a nose, it might be an ear, just because of you were drinking only 2 bottles of beer. So what are we talking about? Domestic violence. It's something that is giving us a headache in the community. It's also making many people lose their future, lose things that they have planned for a long time, things that they worked for a long time, going to jail, some dying, and all the stuff. So those are some of the things that happen in domestic violence. As we are still there on domestic violence, we are saying there is law enforcement in case your situation is unsolvable, you can't talk anymore, you can't deal with that. You are also welcome to visit the nearest police station and you get assistance. There is nobody who have a right to manipulate somebody, to hurt somebody, or to kill somebody. This is a free country. I'm talking about Zimbabwe, but also it's a free world whereby everybody should live this life in a very peaceful and good manner. So, if you're experiencing domestic violence, we plead with you go to the nearest police station, let the law enforcement do their job. If you see that maybe it's your partner, you can some of the people that will say, I don't want to report my husband, he's the father of my children. If he's arrested, who's going to take care of my kids? Then walk away before it's too late. Because most of the cases, above 85% of the cases of domestic violence, is dead. It's either somebody's crippled, somebody's killed, somebody goes to jail. So they are very bad. So what are we saying? Try to find one of those amicable solutions. It's a voice, Cider Boss. See you on the next episode. And don't forget to follow us, Cider Boss, the big dog on Facebook, Guess Who on TikTok, Guess Who on Instagram, and also Guess Who on the other Facebook channel. For more information, we're going to put our details on the screen. Thank you so much. We love you.
Guess who? Cider Boss.
No need for the intro. It's a smash.